Alright, so this would be like, what if Deku was the son of Dracula? This is going to be the internship arc. They picked the names. I'm not saying Bakugo's the hero name is Explosion King, but that's beside the point. Then we're gonna do the internships. The internships probably would be the same thing like I always do in all my other what ifs, right? Where like he interns near I'll probably actually say he goes to midnight just because that's the best one. Because many people offered it because like he was brutal, but he had a point, and he spoke truth about how hypocritical the society is. Blah blah blah. So I'm gonna just blow by through this real quick. So how this is gonna work is the Stain arc. It happens, but the only difference is him and Stain when they throw hands after he comes help Ida and beats Ida up for being stupid and I think like a hero. Basically beats Ida up for not being a hero. He throws malicious hands with Stain, but it's not amounting to much. He's just kind of mimicking different movements, and Ida could easily overpower him, but he's doing a little training. And since he doesn't have a quirk, Stain ability doesn't work on him because it's not a quirk. He is a vampire from a different universe, lazy, whatever. I swear to God, if I go check out those videos you made and I don't have a link there, we're gonna have problems. But that's a different story. And so then they threw some casual fighting. He doesn't call Todoroki this time because he doesn't need to. And he just lets Stain go. But like before he goes, he like punches Stain maliciously. Like it's a fight, but it's not like one-sided because he's not really trying. And tells Stain, you're never gonna change the society if you're only killing these people. How do you plan to make a better society if all you do is kill all the fakes and then more fakes will come? You need to purify and reformat the fakes. Some like wise flow type stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Then that arc ends pretty fast. Then it's gonna be the fight where it's like All Might with Bakugo and I'm about to say Vegeta, but Bakugo and Deku. They throw some decent hands or whatever. But the only thing is Bakugo's like, I can do this, I can win. Okay. Do it. You're weak. You've been bruised, you've been beaten multiple times, and like he's just insulting. He's like, do you wanna go? He gets up to Bakugo and looks him dead in the eyes with his vampire eyes showing. Bakugo, tell me, do you know what fear tastes like? Bakugo was stunned by this and caught really off guard. That's what I thought. Anywho, you might want to prepare yourself. Your opponent's coming. And I don't know if this version of Deku has one for all, but I'm just going to say he probably doesn't. I don't think he does. I'm not going to go back and check because it's not that big of a detail. Either way, he's overpowered, so it really doesn't matter. But now, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna put a poll, but I mean, if y'all put down in the comments, yes, make sure he has one for all or something to that effect, I guess. But so All Might comes to the cut. He sees Bakugo, and they start the malicious fighting, right? But the only thing is, Bakugo's getting outclassed in every right. He looks. Deku's just like teleports or like moves really fast. Looks at Bakugo. Really, King? This is all you can amount to? That this is it? This is your pinnacle? This is your max power? Looks at man's. Y'all are weak. Looks at All Might. Hey, All Might tries to do some Deku. It looks like Ultra Instinct, but it's really just a flick. Like, I mean, he moves, grabs All Might. All Might is just underwhelmed, just getting overpowered maliciously. And he's like, la 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 la. Throws the man's up into the air. Looks at Bakugo, kicks the man across like the city or ground beta or whatever the place is, because he can. Fuck that dude. Tried to bully me. He didn't, but he tried to. He wins. That happens. Now we're gonna get into season 3. This video is gonna be a little short because I guess I'm tired, but I mean I'm still continuing the story because there's not really much more that can really be done here. He's OP. He kills everyone. The only thing is just telling you how he does this. Okay, so the next part would be when they do the Beast Force. Just like in my other parts, he easily knows he needs to leave. Even if he didn't, he still would just blaze it through. He doesn't help nobody because I can't make them stronger by helping them. He does that. He does the big dip. Everything's good. Then when the villains come to attack, Deku sucks the blood of the boy, just to have an understanding what he's like. And he's like, okay. He bites himself. Even if the kid doesn't want to, he forces the kid to take the drop of blood to understand where he's coming from. So thus, this gives them some form of a telepathic connection. So when the villains come through an attack, Deku immediately knows. Deku immediately knows where he's at, goes over there, sees Muscular, and is like, this disappoints me. He punches man in the cranium and just start fighting maliciously, and it's very interesting. Well, no, not really. It's a one-sided slaughter. Deku's maliciously folding Muscular, just no remorse. He's like, why are you even a villain? Like, he understands, but he still asks, like, what do you gain from torturing people weaker than you? He's like, I wouldn't understand a vampire freak like you to understand that. Could you look away for a second? He asks the boy, okay. Looks away, looks at Muscular. Shows his true essence for him just a little bit. Like almost like a demonic form practically, but it's not like a form, it's just he's exuding the pressure, and Muscular's terrified and he basically passes out from exhaustion. And he gets arrested and stuff, but that man's traumatized now. When Dark Shadow appears out, Deku's more on the dark side himself, so he just talks to Dark Shadow, tells him calm down. And I'm not gonna go too much in detail with it, but the person that uses Dark Shadow, he tells him like he's your friend, not a pet. Jesus Christ. He basically somehow made them have a better link than they did originally with his vampire magic. And they understand each other. Eventually everyone meets up. Compress tries to get Midoriya because he looks like a villain, and he's just like, no. Like he grabs this man's arms and rips them off. He's like, no. But I mean, the guy's a magician, so Compress is a magician. So he had more arms. But they do take Bakugan. He's like, he doesn't care. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much, but Deku doesn't care. And he's just like, oh well. And I'll go ahead and fucking continue. Fuck it. Then they do the raid and try to take man's back, and instead of what everyone else was doing, he just knocked most of these villains out, threw Bakugo out there, and then he looked at All For One. And that's where I'll end it, because I want to give that fight a little bit more energy, and I don't know if it's just because I woke up or just because I'm like, oh no, I'm spazzing out. Yeah, I didn't hit that 20 mark. That's tough. But yeah, there we go, guys. The next part is pretty much gonna be like me just talking about the fight. I'm pretty sure that fight's gonna take a good little minute because I'm gonna make that one, or at least attempt to make it somewhat interesting, where they're throwing decent hands because it's gonna be him, All Might, and all that type of stuff. I might actually put a poll thinking about it if y'all want me to make it where he has one for all or not.